And angle there.
All the boats look early to me. North Star are going to be over early. Artemis, perfect by Outeridge at the bottom
This
of
is
the
the
line.
umpires' early start penalty, Canada and Italy.
So at mark number 1, it is Artemis Racing. It's out in front. They've got the inside line. Los Gallos on the right-hand side. Third place belongs to US SailGP.
Huge, great move by Artemis. They lead. They look pretty well set up towards gate 2 here.
28, 29.
There you go, right on top of the Spanish. So Taylor Canfield will pick up a position. The Americans, the winners of the last event.
The Australians doing a great job to come through from the mid-pack into second right now.
In less than 2 legs, the Bonds Flying Roos have gone from 5th place, now sit in 2nd place. And there is your Emirates winning moment here on day number 1 of the Enel Rio Sail Grand Prix in Guanabara Bay. And it's Artemis that strikes first. So Tom Slingsby claims a 2nd.
And go forward. Nice job racing.
We're looking for the line to turn white. It's going to be a blanket start here. Oh, it's perfect again by Artemis. Los Gallos somehow thread the needle at the top of the line. The Spanish are going to be coming in fast at Mark 1 from here.
Gate number 2, the DP World Gate. It is Los Gallos, the champions of Season 4. They are out in front. It is Artemis, the winners of the first race of the day, sit in 2nd. And what a recovery, Stevie, by Germany Deutsche Bank. A terrible start, and somehow they found themselves in the top 3.
Germany here, though, they're going pretty good angle right now. Might not be going as fast, but they're minimising the distance they're sailing.
I see them.
Again, it's never over till it's over with Nathan Outeridge. He's got the right of way. Deutsche Bank Germany will dip behind.
So race number 2, and the Emirates winning moment goes to the champions of Season 4. Los Gallos wins here in Brazil.
Just cruising down.
Right of way now with Emirates GBR. The Americans are foiling. They've got to keep clear. Canfield's the match race master.
Look at this.
Oh, he's pulled it out of the bag there, United States. It's now an acceleration game, but they're way, way faster on board the United States. In the background, North Star Canada are coming in fast as well. Brilliant from Canfield.
As Canada just threads the needle on the inside.
Yeah, the Canadians weren't entitled to room, but I think that there was too much room and they took it. What a comeback. Wow, it was tight. It's going to be Canfield on board the United States has threaded the needle. North Star are shut out at the top of the line by Los Gallos. France are up and foiling now. They're going to have the fastest angle. Opportunity aplenty here. Red Bull Italy have nailed their first manoeuvre. Phil Robertson threaded the needle, and he's going to be out in front here as they head off downwind.
Massive left turn bias, huh? They're looking best pressure here. That's probably looking for a build for a giant.
Yeah, awesome beat for Denmark that. Getting from wherever they were at the bottom up to
Look at this, making life difficult for DS Team France and Content de la Pierre, which means the Americans will reel in even more. Here comes the Bonds Flying Roos on the right side of your screen as they get very close.
That's right, the Bonds Flying Roos have got the right of way on the United States here. They're entitled to manoeuvre inside them. United States must keep clear, but the United States are going to be a lot faster over the top. Yeah, Slingsby there, they're all going to get us.
Pressing good.
Really tight. So you can see Red Bull Italy. The big race here is between France and the Bonds Flying Roos. Will the Australians be able to get alongside the French and overlap before they hit that blue circle? It looks tight to my eye. I reckon the Aussies are in. Aussies own the mark. What a gain there by Slingsby. He needed it. There you go. He enters the circle first and on the inside. Right of way, Australia. Now you can breathe a breath and take the inside. Take it calm. Go round. Big result to get back to third here.
Slowly rolling here.
But race number 3 will belong to the Italians. Red Bull Italy will come across the line. Phil Robertson, they claim the victory in race 3 here in Rio.
Artemis Racing on cue, right at the top of our screen. They're going to take a right turn. They've gone from 12th to 6th with an aggressive manoeuvre at the last gate. Outeridge, they call him the Wind Whisperer. Well, he's got himself back, but it was Slingsby. Well, he shouted at the breeze on that upwind. He got himself right back.
That's our brutal. Go, 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 go. Put down.
It's not going. There you go.
No room for Artemis here. Surely he's going to try and squeeze through, but it's too tight on board there. Too tight. Should be good news for the US here. Canfield is the master on the start in these light winds.
Down.
Super tight drag race with all 4 of those boats at 20 kph into Mark 1.
Yeah. This first manoeuvre, wow, pressure's on, teams.
It's a H1B. Yeah. I don't think we can cross.
And it's the Bonds Flying Ruse, the first to maneuver.
Tash. Hey, going board.
How's that feel?
Yeah, got it.
Hey, wait up.
It'll be a big decision here whether you're straight downwind in H2, just taking the VMG, or you're actually trying to foil this last run. Looks like they're just going to take it downwind and play it safe.
We can roll it, I think.
Germany Deutsche Bank now. They'll try to get around the outside of Rockwell, Denmark. Just behind them, North Star Canada and Giles Scott, Olympic gold medalists coming into view as well.
Yes, tight here. Oh, Germany, what a job. They've popped it up on the foils there.
Do you want to run them?
But they've got to roll over the top of Rockwell. Rockwell have the right of way. They've got to go fast around the outside here if they can. Here we go. Rockwell take off as well.
No diff now.
Slingsby's got to get foiling quick. He's going to go wide. This is clever by Slingsby. He's having to avoid those other boats. And this is going to make... He's opening the door for the Germans. You've got to go around the outside, Eric.
Maybe H1B, be ready. No, it's okay.
Can they stay foiling? Look at that. Kevin Pepinay says H1B. Eric Heil says, don't you worry, my man. I've got this.
Oh, this is going to be the worst possible time for that penalty to come in. And it does look like Germany Deutsche Bank is in position. How about this for a finish? And the win will go to the Germans in race 4.
I suggest we do not go on board the Australian boat right now because they are not going to be happy right there. That's a painful penalty. Oh, the Aussies are coming through so hot through the middle there. Slingsby.
This is the umpires.
Let's roll.
Early start penalty, Brazil.
Oh, they were early, but look at the Bonds Flying Ruse, Todd. They're out the back thread of the needle.
Getting soft here, Sammy. Go hard. Sam. Hey. Better we think, Tash. Easing, Sam.
Yeah, an interesting move by Artemis here. They didn't want to follow the Bonds Flying Ruse.
Yep. Keep speed to the top here. Yeah.
So what I'm seeing here, Pete, is actually they're not doing very good foiling tacks here, which I think is down to the fact they've got these small rudders on the back of the boat, and it's not able to glide through the manoeuvres as well.
One. Low out of this. No. Crossing. Yeah. More mode, yours.
Race number 5 comes to a conclusion, and your Emirates winning moment. It's the Bonds Flying Ruse winning the first race on Super Sunday.
I think Artemis, strong result from them after a tough couple in the second half of yesterday, and then the Americans, nice comeback there to get up to...
Also, Los Gallos got a position on the Americans, so they move up. The Spaniards move into 4th place, and the Americans looks like they'll have to settle for 5th.
5 more down.
Tight at the bottom end of the line. Acceleration's going to be tricky for Red Bull Italy. Who's got the time in here?
And it's clean at the line.
Oh, it was clean. Sorry for any language people may have heard there. USA again first off the line, but they're not fast. Emirates GBR. Wow, there you go.
This is the umpires. Penalty GBR. Windward boat not keeping clear, go behind Italy. Penalty Australia, go behind Switzerland.
So double penalty as they come to mark number 1.
Australia trying to get behind them. Slingsby's having to swerve it around, but at Mark 1, it's going to be Los Gallos, followed by the USA, Todd.
All I heard was vamos, and the Spanish are gone.
Nice one, John.
Gate 2, the DP World Gate, it is still Spain on top. Australia has moved into 2nd place beside that early penalty, Stevie, and the US SailGP team still top 3 with Artemis in 4th.
Yes.
Nice.
I was going to say before, you saw the Danish being super aggressive to take a short tack right up to that ley line, and that's really paid dividends for them here, coming in 3rd.
Left-hand corner of our screen, USA are about to take a right turn on here. That stayed on the foil. Artemis, wow, it looked pretty hectic moving away there, but this is going to be a big moment here for the US. They've stayed on the foils. Canfield said a little more wind, but if they get this right, they could be right back in it. If they get this wrong, this could be event over.
And stand by. Standing.
Spanish when you cross, huh?
A bit, yeah. And go.
That's a pretty nice manoeuvre. Right of way with Spain. Middle right of our screen is Spain.
You heard Tash Bryant calling out the Spanish.
Oh wow, aggressive from Spain, Todd.
Right on top of them.
Spain have got to be careful. If Australia can get alongside, they'll be able to push the Spanish up into the wind. Right of way with Australia.
Happy to take it up if you want. Yeah, rolling out.
Aggressive here. Expect Slingy to be aggressive. Here he goes. He's going to rotate it right up. If Spain can keep clear. Oh, that's surely going to be a protest there. Oh, they pushed the Spanish off the foils. Absolute fair play from Tom Slingsby. It was always going to be aggressive.
This is the umpires. Penalty Spain, windward boat not keeping clear, go behind Australia.
It's my angle.
I'm clear.
Hey, yours?
Yeah, look at the USA. Oh, two holes in. Could lose a few places.
Back here.
Make it 2 for 2 for the Australians on Super Sunday.
Down.
So it will be Spain that comes into second, Rockwell Denmark in third, Artemis will be fourth.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Hey, lining up there. Seb Schneider's coming through the middle. How's your timing?
Hold the angle, no lower for me.
Oh, Artemis Racing are going to be down the road here. What a position for them to be in.
This is the umpires. Penalty France, windward boat not keeping clear. Black flag, you are disqualified from the race.
Play umpires have given a black flag, diving in at the top there. Too risky. Oh, Contant de la Pierre, what an end to their regatta here in Rio.
I'm in the boat ahead.
But look, middle of the screen, USA are foiling in the pack. Out the back, Los Gallos have got a lot of work to do if they want to find their way to the final. Look at it right now, they're 1 point out.
To the DP World Gate, it is still Artemis out in front. The Bonds Flying Roos slotted in second place. Swiss sit in third, Germany, Deutsche Bank in fourth, and the Americans all importantly sitting in fifth place, but they are 6 spots clear of Spain. Hannah, that's probably the combination they're going to need, a top finish, top 5, and some gaps between them and Los Gallos.
Top of the screen, USA, they've gone to the danger zone up there.
Yes,
bottom right-hand corner of the screen, Los Gallos, they're going to be ahead here. Los Gallos are going to overtake the USA. Risk on, right of way. Well, when they enter that zone, USA is going to be giving space to a lot of boats. If they can stay foiling, USA have still got a chance. But he's got to give room to nearly all these boats coming in as Rockwell Denmark plug it into the water there.
Let's go.
But nowhere for Spain to go.
No, Spain are going to go around the outside here. Remember, they don't have to beat the USA, though, Todd. They've just got to be close. Oh, Botin is rolling the dice.
Oh, big maneuver.
He's going right turn. It's a parking lot on the left turn. If Spain stay on the foils, they'll have done it, I'd have said here. Big call, but he's made some big calling in his time, and they're normally right.
And it's a drag race to the finish line. How about this? It will be the Bonds Flying Roos that cross the line in traffic, and the Germans will finish in second.
This is a big moment for Artemis.
And a huge moment for Los Gallos, Spain. Remember, they were purchased earlier this week, so congratulations to them. But they were in 11th place on leg number 2, and they will finish this race in 4th, and that should be enough to get them into the final.
Racing. Up in the wing.
The line's going to go white when we're ready to race. Oh, he lines it up. How's your timing, Nathan Outeridge? Wobble on board the Spanish. Boat at the top of the line. Artemis got slow, and it's the Bonds Flying Roos will lead at Mark 1.
Up it.
The Bonds Flying Roos, they're going to get first pick at this race course.
Angle. Hey, got it back. They're up on the inside of us. Hey, big lift there. Stand by.
Diego Botin's going to roll the dice here. Pete, you like this call?
I mean, he has to do something, right?
They're close on zone.
Yeah.
Well, Artemis, they had a little bit of a wobble. They almost tried to force the foil. They fell off the foils. There you go. Slingsby didn't make that mistake. What a moment, and it was just come down to handling. Have the Bonds Flying Roos got the ability to stay on the foils here? Good breeze for Bonds Flying Roos, but the Los Gallos are foiling here, so Artemis are going to potentially get bounced around a bit. Right of way with Los Gallos. Spain will go back that way. They've got to keep rolling the dice. Artemis here, they haven't got the right of way.
Protest, Simo.
There we go. Diego did the commentary for us. For me, that's an absolute no-brainer foul there. The Artemis crew.
This is the umpires. Penalty Sweden, not giving Mark room, go behind Spain.
The way down, yeah. Popping and down. Popping, Joey. Popping and down. Vamos.
Nice, guys. Well done.
The Emirates winning moment goes the way of the Australians. The Bones Flying Rouge reign supreme in Rio.
Well done, guys. Your wing seat.
I mean, you made it look easy out in front every time, but what was the hardest part?
I know it looks like it was easy, but I can guarantee you it wasn't. I mean, as a sailor, racing under a mountain like that is very, very tough. But, I mean, we've just got such a good team and we gel so well, especially when the conditions are hard. And, yeah, just it all came together today, which is such a sort of satisfying feeling.
As we take a look at the final standings, the Bones Flying Rouge get that 10. Los Gallos finish in second, and Artemis finish in third, with the US SailGP team just finishing on the outside in fourth. As we take a look at the overall season standings now, you add that 10 on, and it's the Bones Flying Rouge now with a 7-point lead over Emirates GBR, the champions of last year. US SailGP team still in the top 3. And remember, this all comes down to November in the Middle East, where we will determine an overall champion